lot to say. Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
You're watching Let's Talk in English. This is the show where we have fun learning English together. My name is Katie, and we hope that you're ready to learn with us today. Today's topic is food, and the title of our new lesson is Let's Eat Out. Let's eat out. Do you like to eat out at restaurants, Nathan?
Of course, I like to eat out at restaurants. Restaurants can make some food that I cannot make myself. Hello everyone, my name is Nathan. I'm very glad to be teaching you today. Now, let's open up our LTE magazines and find today's Let's Begin reading. Katie will read it with you right now.
Let's begin. Ken likes Chinese food, but he can't use chopsticks very well. That's okay. He can eat with a fork. He doesn't have good Chinese table manners. He doesn't pick up his bowl, and he drops food on the table. Once, he stuck his chopsticks into his bowl of rice. That is very rude. He doesn't do that anymore.
I think there are a lot of things we can learn from today's lesson. Let's go to Conversation A now.
Are you ready for lunch, Mark?
Sure, Ken. Let's eat Chinese food. There is a new restaurant down the street.
Okay. I love Chinese food.
That's good. Can you use chopsticks?
Yes, but I can't use them very well. So I usually eat with a fork.
That's fine too. Chinese restaurants always have forks.
Well, it's lunchtime for Mark and Ken. Mark wants to go eat Chinese food. And where does he say he wants to go?
Well, he says there's a new restaurant down the street, so they decide to go there.
That's right. And Mark asks Ken, can you use chopsticks? Let's learn about that key word. Chopsticks. Chopsticks. Chopsticks are used by many people in Asia for eating.
That's right. A chopstick is one thin stick that you use to eat. Now, when you eat, you use 2 chopsticks. And when you have chopsticks, you should hold them like this.
Well, Ken says he can't use chopsticks very well. A lot of times, it is hard for people who are not from Asia to learn how to eat with chopsticks. Nathan, can you eat with chopsticks well?
Oh, I can use chopsticks fine, but you know, people here say your chopsticks are not supposed to cross, but when I use them, a lot of times they do cross. Now, Ken used our use it sentence just earlier. I can't use them very well. Let's use that use it sentence.
Well, I can't speak Chinese very well, and I can't sing very well. Friends, say your own use it sentence at home.
And let's keep learning. Ken says he usually eats with a fork. Wait, Katie, I think that's our next key word.
You're right, Nathan. Friends, let's look at this key word. Fork. Fork. A fork is an object that is used for eating. It has a handle and 3 or 4 points on the end.
People in America usually use forks to eat, but people in Asia usually use chopsticks.
Now, Nathan, you've lived in both America and Asia. Do you like to eat with forks or chopsticks?
Well, I think that forks are easier to use, but chopsticks can do more things. Really, though, if I'm eating Chinese food, I feel like I should use chopsticks. But if I'm eating American food, I feel like I should use a fork.
That is true. I also use a fork if I'm eating food from America or chopsticks if I'm eating Chinese food. All right, friends, that is all the time we have. So I think we need to move on to Conversation B. We have a lot more to learn.
I don't have very good Chinese table manners.
How do you know?
Rob and I eat Chinese food sometimes. He laughs at me.
Why does he do that?
I don't pick up my bowl. I drop food on the table, too.
That's okay. You can't eat some foods with chopsticks very well.
Ken starts Conversation B by saying, I don't have very good Chinese table manners. Table manners are the way that we act at the table when we're eating.
That's right. And it is important to have good table manners. But we will learn more about that later this week.
Ken says that Rob laughs at him when he eats Chinese food. One reason is because Ken does not pick up his bowl. That's a key word that we should look at. Bowl. Bowl. A bowl is something that you eat out of.
That's right. A bowl has a round bottom and you take food out from the top. You usually eat soup or noodles out of bowls.
When you eat Chinese food, people often pick up their bowl from the table and use their chopsticks to get food into their mouths. It makes eating easier.
But Ken does something else too. He drops food on the table.
Oh, well, we should also look at that key word too. Drop. Drop. If you drop something, you allow it to fall. It may fall on the table or on the floor.
That's right. And Nathan, look, I will drop this bowl.
Oh, no, Katie. Good idea, but I think that they understand what the word means. We don't need to show them.
Okay, you're probably right. It sounds like Ken drops food from his chopsticks to the table. Remember, he said he couldn't use chopsticks well. That's why he drops his food.
Let's use this word in another way. You can say, I dropped my books on the floor. Or, Jake dropped the ball during the basketball game.
That's right. Those are both good ways to use the word dropped. Now let's look at the sentence. Why does he do that? Mark asks this question. When he says this, he means, why does Rob laugh at Ken? The word that is talking about the sentence before when Ken says that Rob laughs at him.
That's right, Katie. Rob laughs at Ken because Ken does not have very good Chinese table manners. He should probably practice those. Well, friends, let's go to Conversation C right now to learn one more keyword.
I once did something else wrong, too.
What did you do?
I stuck my chopsticks into my bowl of rice.
Uh-oh, that is rude.
I know that now. So I put my chopsticks on the table.
Good. That's polite.
So, let's go eat. Does this restaurant have fried rice? That's my favorite.
Of course.
Well, we are learning a lot today, and we find out a lot about Ken. What's the next thing that Ken does wrong, Nathan?
He says that he stuck his chopsticks in his bowl of rice. Uh-oh, you're not supposed to do that in Asia.
That's right, you are not. It is very rude to stick your chopsticks into a bowl of rice. People won't like it. But friends, we do need to talk about this key word. Rice. Rice. Rice is a type of food that a lot of people eat, especially in Asia.
Right, and you can eat rice many different ways. You can eat rice with vegetables, fried rice, or curry and rice.
That's right. I love to eat fried rice for dinner. And according to our conversation, that's Ken's favorite Chinese dish too.
Ken says he knows now not to put his chopsticks in his rice, and now he puts them on the table.
And Mark says that's polite. Let's look at that word. If you are polite, you have good table manners. You do not do rude things at the table. What are some other ways to be polite, Nathan?
Well, you can be polite by saying please and thank you.
That's true. Okay, friends, now it's time to review today's key words. Say them with us.
Here's the first one. Chopsticks. Chopsticks. Eat your food with chopsticks.
Fork. Fork. Use a fork to eat your salad.
Bowl. Bowl. There is some fruit in this bowl.
Drop. Drop. Be careful, don't drop the glass.
Rice. Rice. People in Asia eat a lot of rice. Okay, friends, those are today's key words. Keep practicing them and try to remember them. Right now, we want to take a short break. Please come back and join us for the end of the show.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Welcome back, friends. It's time to review. And we're going to play a game that will help you. And today's game is called Fill in the
Blank. It's called Fill in the
Blank. All right, I will say a sentence that has a blank in it. You need to tell me which key word should go in the sentence. Okay, here is my sentence. I use blank to eat noodles in Asia.
I use blank to eat noodles in Asia. I think I know this one. I do not use forks to eat noodles in Asia, so it must be I use chopsticks to eat noodles in Asia.
That's right, Nathan. The key word is chopsticks. I use chopsticks to eat noodles in Asia. Okay, friends, let's review today's conversations.
Are you ready for lunch, Mark?
Sure, Ken. Let's eat Chinese food. There is a new restaurant down the street.
Okay. I love Chinese food.
That's good. Can you use chopsticks?
Yes, but I can't use them very well. So I usually eat with a fork.
That's fine too. Chinese restaurants always have forks.
I don't have very good Chinese table manners.
How do you know?
Rob and I eat Chinese food sometimes. He laughs at me.
Why does he do that?
I don't pick up my bowl. I drop food on the table, too.
That's okay. You can't eat some foods with chopsticks very well.
I once did something else wrong, too.
What did you do?
I stuck my chopsticks into my bowl of rice.
Uh-oh, that is rude.
I know that now. So I put my chopsticks on the table.
Good. That's polite.
So, let's go eat. Does this restaurant have fried rice? That's my favorite.
Of course.
Ginger, what are you doing?
I'm eating noodles. What does it look like?
It looks like you're making a big mess.
Oops! Eating with chopsticks is not easy.
Well, maybe you can eat with a fork.
Eating with a fork is not easy.
Really? Why not?
I'm a monkey. I like to eat with my hands.
Well, Ginger, that's rude.
I know, but monkeys don't have good table manners.
That's true. Do you want to eat with your hands now?
Yeah, monkey man, I like that.
Well, you can eat this, a banana.
Hooray, a banana!
Yeah, now you can eat with your hands.
Yay! Can I eat with my feet?
That's rude.
Oh.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Christina。你常常在外面用餐吗？我们今天的课文就是 Let's eat out。Mark 建议去一家新的中国餐厅用餐。他说 There is a new restaurant down the street。后面的 down the street， 这个 down 在这里很特别，它是介系词，有沿着什么一直下去的意思。所以 a new restaurant down the street 就是沿着街一直下去有一家新餐厅。这是 down 做介系词的用法，它比较特别一点。除了 down the street 之外，我们也常看到 down the road 沿着道路一直下去 ，down the hill 沿着山坡下去，或是 down the river 就是沿着河流的意思。Ken 因为筷子拿得不怎么好，所以他到中国餐厅去用餐的时候，常常都是用叉子。他说 I usually eat with a fork。句子里的介系词 with 有用的意思，所以 eat with a fork 就是用叉子吃的意思。所以类似的用法还有像 eat with a spoon 用汤匙吃 ，write with a pencil 用铅笔写 ，draw with a marker 用马克笔画画。看最后说到，我们去吃吧 ，Let's go eat。很多人看到这个 Let's go eat 都会觉得很奇怪，觉得应该是 Let's go to eat， 或是至少 Let's go and eat 才对吧？我们要特别在这边说明一下，这个 Let's go eat 是口语表达省略的结果，而且这种情况只有在 go 或是 come 当动词的时候，比如 go see a doctor 去看医生 ，go get a ticket 去买一张票。用到 come 的话，可以说 come talk to us 来跟我们谈谈 ，come see the show 来看表演，或者 come have a drink 来喝杯饮料。这些 go 和 come 后面加原形动词的省略说法，只有在比较随性的口语情境中出现，所以你也可以试试看哦。
Place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead. I like to stay in a motel because I can park my car. I like to stay in a hotel too.When traveling very far, good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead. Camping out is so much fun. But it's not for everyone. No, it's not. So where should you stay when you go away? A good night's sleep makes a better day. Makes a better day. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead. Yeah. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day, so plan ahead when you go away. A good place to stay makes a better day.
Calendar phrase.
I know that now.
I know that now. 我现在知道了。
Our teacher gives hard tests.
I know that now.
The questions are difficult.
I know that now.
You need to study very hard.
I know that now.
Many students fail.
Yeah. I know that now.
Yeah.
I know that now.
I know that now. 我现在知道了。
What a good lesson today. We saw Mark and Ken and learned about how Ken has trouble eating food with chopsticks.
Yes, we did. Ken says he doesn't have very good Chinese table manners. But why does he say that, Katie?
Well, he says that he doesn't pick up his bowl when he eats. And he drops food on the table a lot too. What else does he do?
Well, he said he once stuck his chopsticks into his bowl of rice. Remember, friends, that is rude to do in Asia.
That's right. Try not to do that. Well, friends, this has been a great lesson. And join us again tomorrow for part 2 of our lesson, Let's Eat Out. We have a lot more to learn. So we will see you next time right here on
Let's Talk in English.
Goodbye.
Bye.